What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Young Butt Refrigeration. Welcome to Young Butt Refrigeration. If y'all tune in, I hope y'all consider subscribing, like the video, share with your friends, family, or whoever. If you made it, man, I really appreciate you and thank you. On today, we're going to be looking at this one particular pump. This is a Condensation Pro pump, and we're going to see, is it worth it? This thing costs nearly like $400 something. So y'all let me know, is it just a gimmick or is this just a one? Is this going to be the main problem solver for condensation lines? So guys, we already know condensation lines could be a very big problem and all that, especially when they backed up. Where's the water going to go at? Eventually the water have to find its way somewhere. Eventually the water is just going to get backed up, stagnant, and eventually it's just going to overflow. Now I have seen issues like this on residential and commercial side and all that. Now this product right here is mainly for the residential side. So I'm going to go ahead and get my 2 cents on the residential and commercial side. So I'm going to start with the residential. Now I have seen where units and all that have overflown before, causing leaks on roofs and all that. And I'm going to show a few examples right here. And it could be a homeowner nightmare and all that. And it could be an expensive bill. And plus the service call on top of that, where the HVAC tech have to go get the drain lines cleared out, drain pan and all that clean, just to prevent another catastrophic leak. Now, mind you, I have seen this before, and I know somebody who had like a new house and their unit was in the attic and it was leaking on the ceiling and all, and you could see the residue of the water and all that was just steady dripping down, causing an issue with the ceiling and all. Come to find out, the drain line was very backed up and all that. The evaporator pan was, just backed up with water and all that, and it was just making its way into the supply box, I believe. So if I ain't mistaken, it had to been a supply box. But anyway, the water was collecting, and it was just collecting in that insulation, and it was just steady dripping down over time and stuff. But anyway, I got them squared away. Never had no other issue out of that. Also had this one unit. It was like a Goodman, I believe. I got a video on my channel and all that, and I believe it was like a year and a half maybe or so ago. I don't remember, but it was a pretty big unit. It was for like a restaurant. But anyway, it was a lot of water that was just leaking on the bottom stuff. Couldn't find out the drain line was backed up. But guess what? The drain line was buried in the ground. So the water didn't have nowhere to go. It didn't. And if y'all don't know, I made videos before on my channel where I had a condensation line that was just leaking on somebody else's ceiling and stuff. But the line was sweating and stuff, and the thing didn't have, I don't think the thing had a trap. Or did it have a trap? I don't know. But it been a little while ago. But I made videos and stuff. And then on the commercial side, we seen where the evaporator coils and all that, those drain pans would be leaking. They would be full of water, and eventually that's a telltale sign when you just see the bottom side sweating, or it tends to ice up and all that because the water don't have nowhere to go. And sometimes in order to clear that, you have to get like a wrench or something to break the union apart and blow the drain both sides, vacuum it out good, and then place it back together. And what usually causes those, especially for coolers, a lot of debris lint and all that. Over time, it just collect on the coil and it just drop down in the pan and it just build up. I seen cases where the water and all that would be stagnant because the drain lines would be all backed up full of gunk and all that, and the water would tend to leak out in the outside of the cases and all that, rather new or old, because the cases ain't really that sealed that good. So it usually be causing like a hazard on the floor and all, which ain't a good day. Also, we're seeing with frozen food cases where food debris and all that would be at the bottom. It would just cause havoc and all that. But it was like examples and all that, or experiences that I have went through and seen. And condensation lines are never fun and all that. I ain't gonna lie, it's messy. And it's easy, but it's messy and it's time consuming and all that. So it's not too bad. So anyway, let's look at this product that I have seen. And a lot of people are not up with it. And I mean, I like it. I'm on the fence for it. So let's get to it. All right, guys. So this is the website right here, Steady Stream. So I seen this on Facebook from the HVAC is Life group, and they had a link and all that attached to the video and all that they was showing. Now I say goodbye clogs, here hello comfort. It says Steady Stream Drain Pro Pump automatically prevents and eliminates clogs in your AC drain line and drain pan before they cause costly water damage. Its built-in digital timer runs a 2-minute preventative cycle once a week, and the water level sensor detects clogs, turning the pump on, eliminating a clog, keeping your system flowing smoothly. Order yours today. Home safe design, protect walls, ceilings, and floors from leaks. No refills needed. No messy tablets, chemicals, or cartridges to replace. Set it and forget it. No maintenance required. That kind of remind me of like in the car world, of the transmissions that you never have to change the fluid. Eventually this thing gonna have to break down at some point. Maybe the timer might go out, or maybe something might be going on with this this cylinder mechanism to eventually where it goes out. But anyway, let's take a look at this video right here. This is about a minute, so let's take a quick look at it real quick and go from there. I think it's the same video I seen on Facebook, so let's look at it.
Steady Stream Drain Pro Pump, the smart automated solution for preventing and eliminating AC drain line and drain pan clogs. Clogged condensate lines are one of the most common causes of AC system shutdowns and water damage. Over time, algae, dust, and debris can build up inside the drain line, blocking the flow of condensate and forcing your system to stop cooling. It's a small problem that can lead to big costs, from water damage to emergency service calls.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's why we created the SteadyStream Drain Pro pump. Using advanced detection technology, it continuously monitors your system for signs of a clog. When a blockage is detected, the Drain Pro automatically activates, flushing the obstruction clear and restoring proper drainage in seconds. In this first demonstration, a clog has formed inside the condensate drain line. Immediately, Drain Pro detects the issue, activates, and clears the line automatically, keeping your AC running without interruption. Observe the clog moving through 20 feet of drain line in less than 1 minute, powered by condensate and air pressure. Drain Pro is a syringe pump actuator system that operates quietly while delivering exceptional performance. Under normal operations, when a clog is detected, the pump will activate and run for 2 minutes.
Will that be enough though? I wonder. 2 minutes after being activated.
Now, let's look at a second example. This time, the clog is located in the drain pan. Once again, the Drain Pro pump engages in.
So the drain pan, that would be your indoor unit and all that. So mind you, we got that float level sensor right here. I think we got 2 of them. Let me just watch.
Instantly, removing the blockage and preventing an overflow that could lead to costly water damage. The SteadyStream Drain Pro pump, protection that keeps your system flowing, preventing an overflow. Now, let's look at a second example. This time, the clog is located in the drain pan. Once again, the Drain Pro pump engages instantly, removing the blockage and preventing an overflow that could lead to costly water damage. The SteadyStream Drain Pro pump, protection that keeps your system flowing. Order yours today. Protect water damage. The SteadyStream Drain Pro pump.
Y'all see how it bubbles back and all that?
The SteadyStream Drain Pro pump, protection that keeps your system flowing. Order yours today.
Y'all see how it like bubbled back and all that? See, that's why I'm not sure. Is this thing gonna be like the true deal, or is this thing gonna be like causing like service calls and all that? I wonder, like, over time, is it just gonna be pushing the gunk and all that back into like that evaporator pan? Y'all seen how it like burnt back and all that? I'm wondering. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overlooking it. But anyway, SteadyStream Drain Pro pump versus the condensation pump. Now, this usually used on remote applications and all that. Say if this thing is in the garage and nobody didn't like ran the drain line, or you can't run the drain line, usually you would use this. Normally you got your 3/4 pipe and all that setting in this hole, that hole, or whatever hole you got it at, and then it shoots out this black little nozzle right here to wherever the HVAC tech have the thing landed at. Now this thing right here, this is like built in. It's just constantly going to keep your pipe and all that clean, depending on the programming and all that you have it set on. It said remove condensation from air handler. Water level sensor eliminates and prevents clogs from drain pan and drain line. Always continuous condensation pump. Exiting the home pump. I feel like this possibly could, if it's constantly running to make sure it stays clear. If it's pushing air through. But the only downside I'm thinking is like, what about that evaporator pan? Is it like over time, is it slowly building up gunk and all that if it's burping back? Because just based off this video, for what I have seen, and I'm like I said, I might just be over analyzing it, but if you see right here, it just burps back and all that. I don't know. Let's take a look.
Again, the Drain Pro pump engages instantly, removing the blockage and preventing an overflow that could lead to costly water damage. The steady stream Drain Pro pump,
or unless that's the air, I'm not
that
sure.
Keeps your system flow.
And I might just over analyzing it and all that. But anyway, it does come with an end cap flapper and all that, which prevent bugs and all that, which I don't think is needed. But anyway, we're gonna look at it. I mean, it's a sweet setup. I wouldn't put this on the door and all that, maybe on a wall or something. And this one, I don't know. I probably have this like on a wall nearby or something. I wouldn't like bolt it on the unit and all that, because we have to get the door panel off and all that, But anyway, that's interesting. I tell you that. I tell you, it's pretty interesting. I'm on the fence for it though. Anyway, this thing is going for nearly $400 and all that, $395, plus the tax. Now it's gonna be about $400. And then if you want a whole bag of 25 pieces of caps, $224. So it's $8.99 a piece. So if you times 25, by this price and all, it's going to be about that 200 something mark. But if you want just the end cap by itself, just one, you're gonna pay $10 for that sucker right there. I don't know, which might be a little ridiculous. Anyway, let's look at this thing right here, man. Let's look at it. So steady stream drain pump pro model T20 automatic pump that runs for 2 minutes once a week. The pump is controlled by a digital programmable timer located inside a control box. The drain pump includes a water sensor that detects clogs and automatically activate the pump. When a clog occurs, the pump will activate, clearing the clog from the drain pan or condensation line. The pump will automatically turn off after a 2-minute run cycle. The drain pump prevents and eliminates drain pan and condensation drain line clogs. One end cap flapper included in each pump. So you automatically get like a free little cap and all that. So with a discounted price, looking about like $355. Or the quantity, no, we only. Oh, this will get 10 though, right? Quantity 10. Nah, I'm good. We don't need 10, my friend. Damn, that's like 3,000. Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, bro. Duh. What's one? Let's add the card. That's 300. Yeah. Anyways, look at these pictures right here. We got the timer and all that right here. And then we got that pump. Got that sensor and all that little good stuff. So I wonder if this thing have like a what I want to say, like a valve, like a flat valve, like it like open and close. Because if it detects water on this side, it just shoots on that side, right? But if it detects it in a cabinet, it shoots, right? For what I have seen and all. It's making my Oh, see, they mount on the wall on here, but still, though, why y'all mount it on the unit? This one look more complex and all that. I like that. Don't look too bad. I don't know. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts down below. I mean, it does have a 3-year manufacturer warranty and all that, which is pretty cool, especially if you're gonna be spending that much money and all that. So if anything happens, you can easily get it replaced and all. Alright guys, so this is where I seen the video right here, HVAC is life. And of course they got the link down here. Now, like I said, when I seen it, I'm like, dang, this is actually pretty interesting and all that. Like I said, I'm on the fence. I don't know if this is going to cause more service calls or it's just going to be holding up to the standard that it says, that it can provide and all that after we looked at the website and all that, right? So very high standard for this pump right here if somebody will spend that much money on it. So hopefully it's just another I hope it's a game changer. No, I'm gonna be honest. I hope it's a game changer. But I feel like this is just another condensation pump. But with this one, it's just forced. That's all it is. This one is just forcing. The other pumps and all that, they're usually just sitting, and the condensation and all that would naturally drain into like the condensation bucket, and then they would tend to fill up. And once they get to a certain level, that float switch and all that will be engaged, and then that water and all that will shoot where it need to be at and all that. Now, a lot of people are up against it. Seem like a lot of people like it. So usually when a new product and all that come out, a lot of people be for it or against it and all that, especially if nobody haven't like really tried it and all that. But these are some few examples right here. This guy was like, why don't you add a whole bunch of circuit boards to it and relays and safeties? Just another stupid thing to break. Until it breaks, keep on inventing dumb crap to keep us techs in business and all that, which is very true and all that. And I ain't saying this item is dumb, but there's other things that's out there that I has seen and questioned, and it's just like pointless and all that to the system or anything. Rather, HVAC or refrigeration wise and all that. See, a lot of people saying it's crazy and all that, but I feel like once this thing get out more and this thing get like more good reviews from like actual HVAC service techs and all that, and they recommend it and all that, everybody's going to like change their mindset about it and all that. Said meanwhile 90% the condensation is being created is pouring over the drain pan because this can't pump fast enough. But anywho, let me see now. Somebody said no thank you. This should work on a grate for a day or two. So a less reliable condensation pump. Like I said, this is how I look at it. It's a condensation pump, but it's like a force. It's forcing. It's like a force induction. Can I say it like that? It's like you put in like a. It's like you putting like if you're a car person, it's like you putting like a turbo, maybe a supercharger or something on there. You just trying to force air, to get something, pumping through, to make more power and all that. But that's like kind of off topic. But y'all get what I'm saying. Like this is basically a condensation pump that is forced, and then the other pumps and all that is just naturally aspirated and all that. Somebody said, what a gimmicky, overpriced piece of crap. I look like some crap Linux will come out with. Anyway, y'all let me know y'all thoughts down below. As a service tech, I think it's a pretty cool concept and all that. I'm not going to lie. But on the other end, I was like, dang, is this going to create more service calls? Is this thing going to hold up to what they promise the consumer? And also, my tip is, for people who have homes and all that, or HVAC systems, and they decide to use the system and all that, just schedule like preventive maintenance and all that. So us techs and all that can physically go out there and drain your lines and all that, with nitrogen and all of the good things and stuff. Let us come out there and keep them pans and all that clear, because this system right here ain't gonna be able to keep rust and all that away, because over time your unit and all that, if it got a drain pan underneath and all that, is gonna develop rust inside and outside. So once all that start getting built up over time, somebody eventually had to come out, right, to make sure the thing clear and all. But if you're a homeowner, you think it's going to be pretty cool and stuff, and this is what you're gonna want, so you can prevent service techs from coming to your house, and you can save some money and all that, at least in your own world and all that. But we still gonna eventually have to get called back anyway, I feel like. But great concept and all that. I like the idea of it and stuff. Like I said, drain lines and all that could be a problem, rather like in the residential wise, like for HVAC, or just like me being I'm in the refrigeration space and all that. Condensation lines and all that could be clogged like really bad, and it could be a problem and all that. But it's pretty cool and all that. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts down below, and that's gonna be pretty much it. I gotta get going. Peace.